from the actual diagnostics machine, my steering angle sensor is busted. I have actually bought a new steering angle sensor. It took about 2 weeks to arrive, and this is it. And this is the baby that I am actually going to replace, this thing. Now, there's a key in here, and it's the complete thing. So I got a genuine Mercedes steering angle sensor, and this is what I'm going to change today. Now, one of the interesting things is I have to take the airbag out because this goes behind the airbag wheel. The thing's moving a little bit, and I'm not sure that this on its own is going to fix the problem, but I've got everything I need in the car, and I think before we go in there and go for it, I just want to check if the steering angle sensor is still faulty.
I just want to pause here and take a moment and explain what is a steering angle sensor for those of you who don't know. Hidden behind the steering wheel is a small component that plays a huge role in keeping your car safe. It's called a steering angle sensor, and its job is to tell the car exactly where you are trying to steer. Every movement of the steering wheel is measured instantly. The sensor continuously tracks the steering angle, the direction you're turning, and how quickly you are turning the wheel. That information is updated many times every second. But the steering angle sensor doesn't work alone. It constantly sends this information to the car's electronic control systems, including the ABS and Electronic Stability Program, ESP. These computers combine the steering data with information from many other sensors throughout the vehicle. Now the clever part, the car compares where you're trying to go with where the car is actually going. It combines steering angle with wheel speed and yaw rate to build a real-time picture of the vehicle's movement. If the front tyres begin to push wide or the rear of the car starts to slide, the vehicle detects that it is no longer following the path you've asked for. This difference is recognised almost instantly. The Electronic Stability Program reacts in milliseconds. It can reduce engine power and apply the brakes to an individual wheel to help guide the car back toward your intended direction. All of this happens automatically, often before the driver even realises the vehicle is beginning to lose stability. If the steering angle sensor fails, the car loses one of its most important inputs. Safety systems such as electronic stability control may be limited or disabled because they can no longer accurately determine where you're trying to steer. That's why warning lights appear on the dashboard and why replacing a faulty steering angle sensor is so important.
So we're going to check the diagnostics again one more time just to make sure we still got a problem. And what this is causing is the ESP not to work. Although the ESP light's not coming on in the dashboard, it's showing up in the diagnostics that the ESP is not working. Now next week, today's what, the 31st of July. On the 8th of July, I'm actually going drift school, and I want to take this with me. I'm not sure I'm going to drift this car, but one of the reasons I'm going to drift school is because of this car. And if the ESP is not working, then I'm not sure is that good or bad. So $300 or thereabouts for this device. I want to see if it fixes the problem. So let's get on with it and let's get this thing cured. Right. One of the things about this car is that we have to disconnect the battery. The interesting thing about this car is the battery's not at the front like every other CLK. It's somewhere in here amongst all these panels. I'm not sure exactly which panels, but this is the access I've got. I can't move the seat forward in any way or form. It's just because there's no back seats. However, somebody in their infinite wisdom on my car installed a battery isolator switch here. So I have that thing there which can disconnect the battery by turning the key. So if you go here, okay, you will see in a second as I pull that switch out, the isolator switch all my battery's dead. Now my battery's dead, I've got the steering wheel straight, and I want to get a marker. I'm back. Got a marker because I want to mark the steering wheel. So the first thing I want to do, I'll switch the battery off. Let me switch it back on. Let's check the diagnostics, eh? God, every time I switch this thing on, there's always an update. I just want to check if the steering angle sensor is still showing up as faulty, and we're still showing an ESP error. So apparently the steering angle sensor can cause loads of different faults. Steering angle sensor internal fault. Communication to the control module, stereo code. So I think it says there's a fault. So let me just show you. Can you even see it from there? So that's, oops. Let me go and power this thing down, and let's get on with it. Is a T30 behind here apparently. You can tell this car belonged to an enthusiast. The fact that they put an isolator switch in the boot, I didn't know what that was for at first. And one of the things I was considering getting a carbon steering wheel, but I'm not sure. $1,200 might still do that, but they want the old one back. It always looks easier when somebody else does it. Yes. Oh my God, that is tough. Oh, there we go. Yay! Looks like somebody's been in here before. Theory, it should just come off. There we go. So this is definitely knackered from what I can see. Right, I need a Torx T10. Now, there we go. Why is that all loose? I actually don't know, and it looks like all this has to come out. So, am I going to deal with it? Probably not. That will go down here, I think. So that got to go around there, line the holes up. I hope this fixes the problem. Then we have to calibrate it by turning the car on. We're cooking with grass. Let me just double check these are tight. Yep. So it's on my mark. That plugs. You end up going quiet when you're doing things like this, and it's probably not good for the video. So the nut's going back in. The right way around. Okay. Right. Let's see what happens. Switch this damn thing on. Alright. We have something going on, don't know what exactly. Okay. Start it up. There are no... Oh, okay, so this is now, I believe you have to do. ABS is not working because you have this. Okay. Right, read the codes, see what it's saying. So, ESP has now passed, which is really good because that was the fault. So it looks like, look here, the ESP stability program is now working. I think that's how you calibrate the steering angle sensor. That's what I read. Okay. Quick erase, clearing codes. I'm just finally clearing all the codes off. Yes, Pacific time, daylight savings, and we are there, the correct time. Next thing on this one is the suspension and wheels. I have got some killer wheels for this car, but I also got to change the struts which I've got in stock. Watch the next episode on the CLK Black where I swap all those around.